Quite like a CompuBox Academy crowd, and they are vocal here tonight. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Floyd Patterson. Muhammad. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
People are arguing about this in this.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Blocks that right hook. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look at the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab had to hurt. What a punch. And he scores with the counter. That counter punch caught him. Oh, and Patterson's dazed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music. On to the second round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Ooh, that really affected Floyd there. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once and know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This with that jab. And he caught him with a right hand. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but Let's get it started in round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down. Or even...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Patterson's rocked. Floyd Patterson is on the canvas. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you continue.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
And he scores with the counter. Nobody home with that hook. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. What a huge momentum swing.
Let's go out there and get the boxing.
Back at it in round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Well done with that counter shot. So much firepower here. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Left uppercut doesn't score. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter shot lands. Nice exchange here from both men. Good counter punch. They both want the knockout. And he misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there.
You completely switched out.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. was off target. Beautiful counter shot. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Through the hook, didn't land. Beautiful counter shot. Solid punch. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You all three. On to the 6th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. Counter shot. There's a counter shot. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot focus. Here we go. It's round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Jab doesn't quite connect. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What you've got to do, Teddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Tried to score with a jab. putting the pedal to the metal. Pull her right there. Oh, that's... You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
That's like...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Boy, this next round is going to be... There's the bell to start round 8. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Patterson took that one in a bad way. How did they not go? Smart move here to take a knee and get a break from all that beating.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much.
What do you do?
And we enter the ninth. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Can't score with that right uppercut. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter shot. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Stamina is always an issue.
That's his round.
We've made it to round 10. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Wow, let's take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Get out there and
Great work. I love that jab slick.
you're starting to make mistakes. I need to go back out there and switch.
And what you're doing, the gap full of here. You were thinking, you were smart.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
There's a counter shot. Oh, and Patterson's dazed. And Patterson couldn't take any more. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods took him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You okay?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
How about that time counter shot? Missing with that jab. A lot of effort being exerted here. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Gotta wonder how big of a fact. And there's the bell to start round 12. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Patterson's rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That jab doesn't score. Incredible work rate. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? He's going to take a knee.
This really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
6, 7, 8. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a...